Long time no see. I hope the audio is clear. The video, at least I can see myself. That much is clear. And good to be here after a really long time. I think it's been about 2 months. Between these 2 months, a whole lot of things happened. Sharjah, Dubai, with GCL, with GCL finance, common just make me embarrassed on the street. But we are back here. We are back here for the title Tuesday amidst the CCP, which I would have played if I had qualified in the previous lane, which I did not because I lost the last round and was giving me Alexei. But you know how they say about what goes around comes around. Alexei knocked me out. So my Mumbai teammate, Alexander Grishuk, he knocked Alexei out with a spectacular sacrifice and got one back for me. So what goes around comes around, and everyone gets their chess piece written with their name sooner or later. We are here a bit earlier than usual because I also wanted to get a few warm-up games in. So let's see if we have time for a couple of games because I haven't played on chess.com in I don't know how many days. Let's go right to the chessboard screen. Everything is as it feels. I hope. Let's have some music. And this was my last game, the CCD game, June 13th. So I haven't touched chess.com in close to a month. Let's try and get in a couple of 3-minute games before the tournament starts. Yeah, so there we have it. Let's see who is brave enough to face us if I get a game within the start of the tournament, before the start. Chat, meanwhile, what's up with you guys? How has it been the last 2 months or so? 2 peaceful months. I know. One of the prerequisites I had for having a stream on is that Anshika is busy, but somehow that just never happened. So finally I gave up and did a stream regardless of if Anshika is busy or doesn't seem like we're going to get a game within the start time. So maybe just do some puzzle brush model and then start. Come on, Anshika, don't look for me. Who do I believe you? Yeah, I know Titan Tuesday registration is open. I see the notif below, but we still have time. So you will join it. Just on time. Easy ones. There's actually a website for puzzles called chesstempo.com. I found the experience there a lot more better for training as compared to the chess.com puzzles. But chess.com just has more features, more users, and it's also kind of easier for me to just do the chess.com puzzles just before the game. Otherwise, Chess Tempo is the go-to platform I found for doing puzzles by all the top professionals. The freedom I have to just say it out, which professional streamers might not. So far, the speed has been pretty decent. Puzzles has been very easy. I don't remember what my highest score is. Do you remember, chat? Don't you want to go beat that? Last 1 minute. It's long over. Chat, since we can't make fun of Queenie 4 checking. So it's been a very slow puzzle rush, but at least we didn't get much wrong. That would have been my thing. I should have stayed. 45 is the score. Not bad, not great. Why is Gukesh playing in the Turkish League when he's already number 13? Gukesh just wants to play. He just wants to keep playing. Like, you know, how Hikaru wants to keep streaming. Gukesh just wants to keep playing. And he's at that age where he can do that. He can play unlimited games. It's been something really special what Gukesh has been doing this year. And I think it's also kind of appropriate that he has gotten the rewards for all that hard work. He's simply been the most active player in this year, and the kind of schedule that he has been putting himself through reminds me of my old school essay for Sachin Tendulkar playing in Shivaji Park. Gukesh has been shown that level of perseverance, and they also made their international debut at similar ages, I think. Gukesh could well be the Sachin Tendulkar with chess. So this is something people keep saying. Every new talent is the next Anand and the next Sachin Tendulkar with chess, but this one seems to be a lot more closer towards actually winning the reality. Hello Pratikji, what's up? Nice to see all the people in chat, and especially the regulars. I don't know what was. I might just switch out for a second. This is not straightforward. Almost half that which was taken up, but take cricketer to say checkmate. This one's going to be even lesser than the previous one. Yeah, okay, 41. But let's go to the title Tuesday because there's just 4 more minutes. 3 more minutes actually. And we have yes, okay, chess commentary. And we have Hikaru, Arjun, and Aliniza. And like I mentioned in the title, no 11 out of 11 for Magnus because somehow he just doesn't play when I'm playing. It happens all the time. What do what do you do? It's it is what it is. Hi, Shruti. Hi, everyone in the chat. So, 3 more minutes to go. Disclaimer, I'm not sure if I'm going to last the whole Titan Tuesday this time. I had terrible back pain the last 2 or 3 days. It's a bit better now, but it's also that I kind of got hurt before the final before the final of G.Skill. I got hit on the tap of the shower. At that time, it didn't feel so painful because of the adrenaline. I just went to the final, but everything is starting to pain now. So I might just go off if things are bad and if I'm losing a lot of games, which I expect to happen. Let's see. Oh yeah, Magnus is playing in Ancient Rapid. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts a lot. Magnus is playing in Ancient Rapid because I haven't done chess this week in a while. I am not as up to date as I would like to. I just realized that I don't have water near me, so that's something I'll be doing on the next break. Hikaru's playing in the title Tuesday because he did not qualify to the CCT this time. He got knocked out, double knocked out in the first round. Guys, I'm not yet 30-year-old. I'm still very much in my 20s. Thank you so much. And chat, what should be the new topic of jokes now that the neat jokes have become a bit outdated, should we say? Bob is asking if I'll be the captain of Indian team for the Asian Games. I think so. I think so. As far as I know, yes. Thank you so much. I will need those good wishes. The game's about to start in just 15 seconds. So let's see how long I go without losing a single game. If it will even last till the first round. I know, right? Ame? We met in Mumbai, right? Are you the same person? Yeah, the game has become. Playing International Master Santos Alberto, who seems to have a pretty good connection. It starts with 1-4, Anish's favorite move these days, until he writes his next Chessable course. I'm also planning to write a new Chessable course. I'm not going to reveal the name of it because it's nice to have some mystery in it, but also the first chapter was due like 2 months ago, and with all this G.Skill coming in, I haven't been able to write even the first chapter yet. So I need to go back and check if the course is still on or not. Defaulting by 2 months ago. The stream was also due for 2 months, so chat, you know what I prioritize. The easier option. So, chat, how was your experience with watching the G.Skill? Now, as far as I remember, my own Discord didn't think that we are going to make it to the final or anywhere close. At least I'm glad that we managed to change that a little bit, showing that I don't know what it shows, but that was great. Still a bit disappointing that we didn't actually win it, but I think second place was Second place is something you should not be too unhappy. Although the mind always plays a psychological trick of wanting more. And there are people who would say that the second place is worse than finishing third or fourth or fifth, but I totally don't think so. Having been in those fourth places so many times, uh, and it might seem like we were unlucky in the final towards the end, considering how many winning chances fell off. But it's also extremely normal, I think, to make those mistakes under pressure. This was an insane amount of pressure for. I blended a piece already. This is not because of the pressure. This is distraction. It's a different story. But yeah, that was it. Was a lot of pressure in the end because everything rested on the outcome of that one game. So the cost was very high for the players. The cost of one mistake. I might still be able to save this piece though because Queen C7, I did A4, I have this new B5. So at least I'm getting away with a low cost. Despite making it. The players did not have this luxury, and in a way, we were also lucky to even get that far into the finals in the first place. I think every team except Triveni had this story of being unlucky in one of the games, due to which they could not make the final. SG had this game against Triveni with Magnus blendering like that. And if not for that uncharacteristic blender of Magnus, SG would have been through. Triveni would have been Ganji's Bela had a completely winning position against Sara, and that happened. So, except for Triveni, I think every team had that one game at least where they were completely winning, they couldn't make it, and as a result of that, they got knocked out of the game. All that aside, let's try to win this game because G.Skill final win didn't happen. This is more than it. Although I have been playing terrible so far, just like how I play when I'm extreme top. This knight is out of the game, so that's one good news. But our king is on the safe, and with this move, what he wants is necessarily he wants to create opportunity to get this pawn to c5. Now let's play h3. We would rather that he takes. We also want to create threats on this guy. This is kind of what we want in the future. How do we make use of that? Then we can this. But okay, just a one more threat. But having seen how maiden one threats work, even in a G.Skill final, was worth a shot. How do we create threats? Bring this rook into the game like this. We need to watch out for something change. This is my intention. This rook cannot move. How can I do rook d now? I don't see a good end. I can start like this. How do we finish him? This has to be this. As a check me. At least he doesn't have a counter check. The keys into the game. No checks. He has a check. Just one check. Should be. So we didn't go for a check, but we instead went for a more slower approach and back to the chat. Yeah, Pratish, you are the wise one to forecast the things in advance. Yes, of course. I mean, I remember you. Yeah, I know, right? I was quite happy when we picked the number 6 card, but I was also I couldn't be 100% sure. It's never 100% thing. Yeah, the forgot password option certainly helped. Hanshika ensures that I remember my YouTube channel, the number of notifications I get for comments of age-old streams, which even YouTube must have forgotten that it exists. It makes sure that I remember my YouTube channel. What would I change in the G.Skill format, the winner? I would change the relevance of game points in the final because I think that that kind of rewards the stronger team. Without that, they were kind of going for the tiebreak, I think. Because one team is likely to win one match by the match point, and it felt like they really wanted the tiebreak to happen. And the format was set in such a way that even if a team is slightly weaker, they still were in the chance. That's how it seems. All right, chat. The game 2 is set to start. I hope this one's at least a little bit cleaner than the last one. And once again, I don't think we are going to play the whole 11 rounds. Not playing to score a lot this time. My play deteriorates a lot on screen. Instead, we just go score some points. Have a good time. When is season 2? First of all, when is season 2 of CSL? We don't even know that. And chat, between CSL and G.Skill, which one did you enjoy? I think it's likely to be G.Skill because it just felt a lot more exciting. But just from YouTube numbers, I felt like CSL had a lot more watching. How was your experience watching the tournament in GeForce? Let's have the truth, the actual picture, which is only possible in such low-key screens, I would say. Where did IPL come from? Yeah, they streamed on YouTube as well, but the numbers of the YouTube streams were kind of not inspiring for an event of that scale. YouTube streams much better than GeoCinema. I tend to agree. I feel the same way. How much was the watching on GeoCinema? That's something you will never know. GeoCinema has put it out. It's like one of those streams of a streamer who, when they have like a watching that they do not want to show out, then they just remove that. And then when they're watching it nice, like the IPL and stuff, then put it out. That was the case with the GeoCinema numbers. They had to work on a lot of things in terms of broadcast, not just the promotional stuff for the non-Indian audience. This I completely agree with. But is that your feedback on simply not being able to find the right place to watch the match, or is it that you are able to tune into the broadcast, but you are not able to find, you did not have a great experience watching? Which one? Promotion was done by players mid-pro. Just open everything up towards the thing. We are losing value completely. There's no doubts about that. The fun part of this format is that our opponents always have less stats. Like always control this. The key is to just put them in the place of pressure that they have less. Soham nails it there. It was not due to lack of marketing, it was due to no marketing. But that said, is that such a bad thing? Isn't this just winning chat? And did our opponent just make a blunder? Maybe our opponent did make a blunder. Take the row, we are just winning the row. Can take this. Check many options. Just take this. Rook up, we are winning a queen. It's GG. Yeah, that was easy. Nice. Angle also. We can't lose before the first break now. That is a very ambitious thing. Let me just go and get some water. BRB chat. Okay, that was faster than I thought because the water was right next to me, behind the table. What do you not understand, Shruti? The chess part or the parts about G.Skill? As a mod for KT had access to information, but much of the common non-Indian communities did not find the. Yeah, for sure. It was. It was. The information was not put out. I completely agree with that. But that could also be that it was not just a lack of marketing, but it was just a lack of organization with regard to information, even internally, which would have which would have made it difficult to market it outside because if you don't have the information there, so how will you develop it? Chat helps commentators focus on games and shows that they want to see. Yeah, but the largest strategic picture was to take chess to TV, where there are just more people in general watching, tuning in. This was a larger strategy, the general picture. But I'm also not entirely sure if that's the way to go necessarily. Yes, that might be the way to go, but if that is the way to go right now, this I'm not sure. I even volunteered to be their social media person on Twitter, but it probably didn't reach them, or maybe probably they didn't to make that choice. Okay, probably didn't reach them. Let's assume that. According to you, was G.Skill a success or flop? Now, for me personally, it was a success, but whether it's a success or not totally depends on you guys because that's what we are playing for, right? That's the whole point of playing a sport in front of a spectacle with people watching. I think you determine if it's a success or not. And the question of if the target viewership was reached or not, I can't imagine that if it was reached. As I understand, the target audience viewership was something like 20-30 million across 150 countries. I can't imagine so many people tuning in because it just didn't create that vibe, you know. It just didn't create that vibe. It just didn't create that kind of engagement on social media. So by the looks of it, it just doesn't seem like. And if it had, then it would have been mentioned outside. So it's like, you know, whether a person passed or failed an exam, it really you get your answer if nothing has been mentioned outside. If they have passed, then it will probably have been mentioned. Guys, it's not just an MGD1 t-shirt. Huh? There's also logo beneath. And then there are some stains below that because I am a very clumsy eater, so I'm not going to set the camera below that. And, I should never be given a white t-shirt. There we go, chat. Round 3. I'm playing against women Grandmaster Mary Arabidze, one of the strongest online blitz players that I have seen. And she has a rating of 2644, which is, I think, amongst the top 5 for women on chess.com, as far as I've seen, based on my extensive research before the League season. Remember the I don't think that was necessary for this 30. Let's develop and let's get our piece of it. Mary is also someone of my age. I remember she always used to finish in the top of the podium in all these World Youth Championships, the different ones that we played. A compatriot of KT, who also used to finish in the top 3 quite regularly, if I remember. At least during the initial years. And this Knight H4, Knight F5, which she played, is actually decent. Let me try and exploit the fact that the queen side is undeveloped for the moment. We have a little bit of time to try and take advantage of that. Let's paint this. There's also correct optics. Knight d4 is one way of playing here. Should we take some Is this supposed to be equal position? But, I think at this point, going into something equal is not such a bad thing. Oh, Shruti didn't even tune into G.Skill. That's also feedback about how successful G.Skill was. So, cool. G5 here. But okay, playing with these two pieces like this, it just doesn't feel right from her perspective. What she has is that she can make a draw any time if she gets queen g5 check. So our first objective is to prevent that. Queen comes in from there. I was thinking queen d3 or queen b6. Queen b6 I prefer because I don't want to give her the one tempo to develop a piece. And now she wants to play knight c3 on the next move. How do we take advantage of her superior development? I think we should just keep things simple for now. This opens up space in front of the king. This prevents knight d5 stuff. And now I attack this pawn. I prevent king d3 with stuff. I prepare f4. We have everything protected for the moment. And if rook d1, then we have f4. Knight e4, that goes queen e5. Let's get the queens off the board. We allow this. Ideally, we would have preferred to, but I think it shouldn't be good. Renders this one. You can take it. There's no matters. We come back to 3-4 with the next one. So I think she just kind of lost the plot somewhere in this game earlier. Bring it back. Get this knight away from d5 for a moment. Next time go d8. Okay. Knight c2 and knight e. Can I just play f3 here? Let's go to h3 1 2 3. Still equal pawns though. So. So let's be very nice. But yeah, it is a totally winning question. It's a totally winning question. It's because want to get the root of from this different card. In this case, we want to get very good platforms. Technique chat. But she does have knight g8. Then the drawback of this is that kind of forcing to play. check in between. Yeah, I think now okay, I think that was one of the better games in today's title Tuesday. G.Skill definitely needed better marketing and promotions. Was a little surprised why it was that way. Couldn't have gained that kind of audience without the promotions. But it's a bit of a egg and the chicken story, I think. Like, which one would you rather have first? A good production and then promotion, or a good promotion and then a good production? I think the priority should be first getting the product right, a good production, and then comes the marketing. Like, you make something good and then you just go around and say, look, I am good, I can do this. Because the other way around, it can, I think, get quite disastrous, and that's what they were focusing on. They were figuring out the product first, the production for the first season, and I'm not, uh, I'm not going to, I'm not traveling to deal family. Yeah, that's been the point of contention with most people. So the first is to get the production right, and then go around marketing. That should be the way. It's a choice, Pratichi. It's not an either or between product and marketing. Both has to be good. But being new to chess, despite having a wealth of experience in the business world, they had to. I think they just were figuring out a lot of things new. Now it's not the first time for people like us who have already been in chess, but it could also be that they didn't know whom to turn to for sure. I'm not really surprised to see Hari and Raja as second for the Women's World Championship match. I I didn't expect it for sure, but it's also understandable. The top women players get the best of support as well, and they get the best of training support. They get the best of opening preparation. They generally have these things at a really high level. So it's not really surprising that they have 2,700 points. 94.8 is a accuracy and I'm happy with that. All right, chat. Round four. Let's see if we make it to the first half unscathed. And then I'm really thinking about continuing because I really want to go. Let's see. Let's finish this game and then let's see. I don't like the opening position so much because that just puts a knight here and then gets a popular flag. So just to remove this for me. Is coming in. I don't know the commenters yet. This knight here. Knight. Basically, general idea for us is to play like this. Yeah, this is what I expect. Can really flexible. Let's try this. Because we should go to kind of sees that. Your lack of course wants just to have to correct. So the problem is whenever we go B4 here, it's going to be D takes C. So actually this plan of B4, B5 doesn't really work. Just do this. Just keep it before the we want the bishop to come in like this into the game. Not that easy to execute for the moment. This is understandable. Yes. There's no immediate see now. This is this plan model. I think so. Highly unconvincing play by me. They're thoroughly on the defense. F3 he just takes knight takes G3. Knight to the threat. Draw for a bad position. The thoroughly misplaying the entire game. So okay, it's not really easy to win winning questions. Wow, my opponent agreed for a draw there. Such a horrible question for me. Hey, Sante, what's up? Last question is worse for me, but it's not as bad as I thought. How do we have? Yeah, I really didn't like the way I played the opening. This D4 was the something I might not repeat. Hey Amrish, thank you so much and all the best. Congratulations, good choice you made there. In a world where there are just so many choices and so many bad choices, you made a good choice. What is your Discord name, Shruti? Okay, let's see how the others are playing. This is Arjun, who is not really in danger of losing here because we cannot go to A8. He takes this. His pawn is quite strong, so I think he's actually winning this one. Just push the pawn to A2 and knight c3 d5 to A2. Guys, I don't do cat gambit. I don't need to. These are Indian man too. Also with 3 out of 3. Also with 3 out of 3, but doesn't seem to be winning here. He's actually playing against a pretty strong G and Shui, who was one of the. I think he played for the Shanghai Tigers in the Coaches League, and he was actually pretty good. Hikaru is also playing here. He's winning. He will go on 4 out of 4. He overtakes me with that. It improves his chances of winning the title Tuesday significantly, as there are less chances of him playing on screen now. Ali Reza treading the same path. He also will go towards 4 out of 4. Ali Reza not playing the World Cup. He has his priorities clear in his life. Win title Tuesday, do some fashion designing on the side, and play the occasional CCT. chill and enjoy life. I don't know what the last OTB event Alireza played apart from Norway chess. And before Norway chess, I don't really know what he played. But he seems to be sorted in his life. And that's a nice thing to see. Nihal Sarin is also playing well. He has only 2 points, which is bad for Nihal. Not just that he dropped a point, but also increases his chances of playing against him. Now Nihal will be back playing for our team, MGD1, in Dusseldorf, the world. Oh, wait. He could have actually taken, he should have taken this pawn. If king into c4, it would have been a stalemate. So Nihal had to be careful there. And he played this move 0.4 seconds. So if black had taken this, that would have been a possible stalemate. I don't think it would have happened to Nihal, but it was worth a try. Certainly worth a try. Who else? Who else? Arjun's still playing. He's finally won this one. On time, not surprised. Against Andrei Gorovets. Nihal has also won, but Arvind is drawing his game. So he follows the same path as me. As far as I don't like this bishop, but okay. Could have drawn without suffering. This is also not really suffering. Maybe it doesn't really make a difference. SL also managed to win his game. And then we also have Harika playing here with 2.5 out of 3. Harika, the superhero of our team. Of all our teams, actually, wherever I play. She's like the matriarch of our teams. And she's definitely my favorite player of all the teams that I've picked. Yeah, that is the theoretical part of learning, and there is the experience. I guess in terms of experience, Levon clearly takes the cake. Gigalco is just losing this one. Just appreciate it. Mary Arabics is also playing. She seems to record well for defeat against us. So she's winning. So that's, I think, all the games of round 4. And now we are going to have a long 6-minute break. I'm really not looking forward to play this whole tournament. I just want to have a respectable score and go out, go and have a look at my back and see what's going on. I can't actually have a look at my back. I'll have someone take a look at my back. But yeah, 3.5 out of 4. I'll take it. That's like the second place of Title Tuesday first. How do the standings look? A lot of players. Which is why, you always try to avoid the queue. So here we are at 3.5 out of 4. 21st place. Quite far from the first, actually. But just 3 or 4 wins ago. So what else is going on in chat? What are the other things we can have a look at on this? We can have a look at the Ancients Rapid. There are a whole bunch of games going on. Of course, I need those. Who doesn't remember you? Actually, I just go to the Chess.com events page. I might need to change things a little bit well. Set up a new scene. So give me a second. Uh, let's see what's going on in the championships too. Let's not get a copyright strike. Thanks for the Twitch ads, which happens for the first 2 minutes of watching any stream. We will get any copyright strike. That's good. Cool. So Division 1, I think it starts with the losers. Yesterday, Turizaga and Jordan lost. It starts with their games, and I'm guessing Jordan is just going to win this one. Fedosiv against So. Fedosiv, big favorite here. And the main event, it starts after, I think it starts a bit after our title Tuesday. So this one seems to be heading towards a draw. It's going to be only 2 games. Once you're in the losers bracket, it's only 2 games. Something I learned after being in the CCT the last time. So not a lot exciting going on here. And the Turkish league, on the other hand, here, how is our boys doing with it? Vidit has already won. Wow, that was fast. Vidit has already won, and Mukesh seems to be slightly better in this end game because his pawn structure is just a little bit better. If you can get the knight here and take this pawn without losing this pawn, then he has a chance of winning this tournament. Winning this game. But that seems to be a bit difficult because white also has active counterplay and the black king is not totally safe. So this is the situation. Meanwhile, let's stay at chess.com/play. Now, chess.com has this super weird thing where you can get timed out and you never know. When you got timed out. This even happened in CCT where some people had gotten timed out and they didn't even know that. And they were not on chess.com/play before the start of the next game. So we have 1 minute remaining, and I hope going there on chess.com play serves the purpose. Vaishali has also won today. Good day for the Indian contingent out there. Nihal drew against Leon Mendonca. That's also kind of a good day for the Indian contingent if you are neither a fan of Nihal or Leon. And one final game was Sankalp. How was Sankalp doing? Oh, Vishak is also playing. Vishak had a draw quite early on, which is not surprising. And Sankalp seems to be winning. So good start for them. Oh yeah, of course, I was following Vishy's Twitter timeline. I felt that they could have gone even more deeper with the lyrics that, not stop at that stopped a bit earlier than it would have been fun. Goryashkina, strong player from Russia, one of the best women players all of them. I think she's ranked like number 3 or number 4. And she plays this boring mission 3-5. I like to choose my sub. What about you, chat? Do you prefer to order it like that, or do you prefer to choose what goes in the sub? I like to choose and mix things up. crazy tweet session though. But I thought it had something to do with some effort. Downloaded it. Oh, I just blended. I blended like an idiot. Stupid. Yeah, for a long time I also used to have a fixed order. But, recently, I have started to mix things up with yeah. Just feel it's more fun. Somehow get this. Maybe I'm not to start. This phone is good. To play B5, she's happy to play with this star bomber pipes. I can understand why she wants to play it like that because defending her pawn takes a lot of energy. Just because she wants it, I'm going to give it to her. Instead, just to get her to spend more time. This doesn't look good for this torch. G4 F3. Okay, let's just try. Bishop C5 record. She doesn't see. Okay. Bishop into B5, Bishop G4. This is what I calculated in advance. F3, Bishop into F3, G takes F3, A takes B5. It's still losing for us that endgame. But at least psychologically, we get the illusion of continuing to fight. That illusion sometimes works. Pieces out. Something in the past. Such a terrible question I got into straight from the hate having to do this. And it would have been more close. You also need to play a bit faster. Yeah. Crazy. Chat, you see how difficult it is to win a winning position there, right? And she really had to go king d2 here, but when you have that desire to have everything under control, it you just don't win. That was a kind of handicap. It was such a stupid blunder by me. It was straight 2 pawns down. But yeah, here she had to play bishop c5, which I saw during the game. But also had a feeling that she might not give up. And here I just kept waiting, and we take the game deep. This was also, yeah, it just felt like she had a clear tactic. But she just trusted me, and here I started having some hope of her defense. Especially if I could get this pawn, I could even try and turn it around. Rook h3. b5, then rook b. Hold it like this. This was clearly simple. Okay, she just had to go king f2 because I can't. Yeah, but she had 3 seconds. When you have only 3 seconds, you can understand the pressure that someone like Humpty was under the final. How easy it is to kind of lose a bad left hook. What is it? Who is this international master? Do we know him? Nicolos Umziashvili. No idea. Going for all usual stuff. Feels like it's been a while since we won a game, so let's try and do this. Like this. As it must have been mentioned in commentary by people like 1,000 times by chat. How many of you know what is the Maroxy one? How many of you know what is the Maroxy point, and how many of you have actually set it up in your games also? It was an option, but okay. Yeah, Angelia knows what the Maroxy point is. I'm sure a lot of people know. Pawns on E4, seafood night on YouTube. I think not necessarily with the pawn on E4, just the structure with the pawn on C4 and black's pawns like this. It's called a bind because the black's pieces are kind of in a bind. Black pawns to H5, trying to break out of that bind that we have put them into. Really shut out all of that. Just cutting off the queens. Nice. Just eliminating the queen from the board only. I have heard, but not like knowingly. No. That sounds like me about a lot of things. Chat, we end the stream with the next win, okay? We end the stream with the next win whenever it comes. Then we chat for some time. Partly, it's a generous gesture towards the kids playing in the school. Ali is a Arjun, not taking away their chance. Also, that disclaimer we started. This is not a good structure for me. Then my opponent doesn't mind that. Now the thing is, if we take and play c5, then black can play d5. So, control gets started. Our rook comes into the 7th. But here's another way. You can no, he doesn't. Actually, OBS is not that difficult. AD streaming has given it undeservingly difficult reputation, which is also good for me. It makes me look undeservedly skilled. Yeah, who doesn't miss AD streams? The good thing is we get it IRL. So we're a bit lucky in that sense. It's to choose which is his choose a pawn with a field, to the field. Saw it too late. That spoils my plan for undefeated title Tuesday. was supposed to be that. I did manage it. It was 1 year. Can't believe I fell into that. I fell right into it. King F1. Such a simple win for. I have to. I just can't save this tournament. Feels like I have to play this whole tournament and get some wins in order to make it look good. Who is this guy? That was. See. Doesn't even show properly. I don't even think that's a real movie. I'm only getting Basila Jubilee Nicholas. Who's even this person? Arjun lost against who? Those it is Bob. Arvind is with 5.5, no Indians with 6. SL with 5 out of 6. Where I should have been. Prano also with 5 out of 6. Chat. What a stupid loss that was. What a stupid blender. Why do I do this? Why do I do it in the name of chess? I wanted to be undefeated this title Tuesday. One undefeated title Tuesday, and I was not even planning to play it fully. Yeah, man, I lost like 12 points. My chess.com blitz is going to suffer. But yeah, okay. Getting back into the. Meanwhile, chat, how many of you are following the Women's World Championship? That's also. There is a ton of exciting stuff going. Keep on set. You are going to feel that nap off. Go back. It's like a Renku reverse. You're following her on Twitter. Are there any major YouTube channels covering the Women's World Championship match? I don't know why. My opponent was waiting for this. One blender follows another. I don't even have this to see. How many blenders can you really survive in one day? I remember I even blendered in the first game, but somehow got lucky there. Okay, chat. So I think this is going to be the last game of this stream of this title Tuesday. It was nice to get back to streaming after a long time, and the stream was nice for a good long part of it. No, it was a nice stream. Our stream is robust enough to last, to survive two bad games. Magnus. I don't even need to look at the bracket. So sad for Shinja. Sad life. Good mobile. Now his pieces are just going to enter 33 and yeah, but there is let's design this. And actually, I'll just play one more game because let's win. Let's end on a win. Arjun is winning this one, so he's going to be without chance. Indian lad is waiting, I think, on this or not. I think because black works. But it's still not easy. Give a check first, play the cheap. I think I should have played with the cheap. Yeah, that check would have really made things look like this. I think he's going to win this. SL will win this because the family was just way too less that. It's so hard to play with just one set. It's blender. It's expected. Now Gate is incoming. Still has one result. Yeah, that's not actual with it. Do you think Russia can feel the so not just that they're part of the Asian Games, but also I've heard that the Russian and Belarusian athletes might be allowed to play in Asian Games across disciplines. Arjun is not winning this one. But I haven't received official information about this yet, and I don't know how this is going to affect chess. What I also heard is that they won't be counted for medals, and this is what I had heard, but there's no official information about this yet. Meanwhile, how's it going in Fedossi Wesley? So Jordan has defeated Ituizaga. I think he'll come back into the bracket. And Fedossi Wesley is typical position. Fedossi looking to press a slight advantage with white, but not much. Likely going into the Armageddon. Let's really finish this off. I know what on each Shruti was going to do. Unleashing my other weapon. Some E4 also. No idea what I'm playing. Seems like my opponent is also confused, which is a good thing. This will be truly the last thing of this. No kidding this one. Win or lose of hate the fact that the screen is so close to being trapped. It's actually wasn't expecting this recapture of the show. They got so close. But maybe it doesn't. I have no idea about anything. Trying to lure him into that one tactic, which is so obvious that he's not going to fall in for the 100 years. They just strategically worse. I could also play Knight D4. But I want to keep this Knight. We have got back the pawn we lost. Then stay with us. Just a safe note position, which is not going to be the safe. All that long box. This is the last one. This is the final. Don't ask me why. I'm canceling it. There's a clear and obvious reason why, because you are kind of losing strategy. You're going all in. I think and how about it? Okay, flagging it is. That's how our last win has to be. That's how it was destined, and that's the end of another abysmal title Tuesday chat. Where Hikaru, as usual, is with 8 out of 8. We, as usual, played terrible and have 5 out of 8 out of contention that we are not going to bother playing the last 3 games. And so we withdraw from this tournament. It was nice to see you all after such a long time, close to 2 months. It was not the most. It was not the most enthusiastic streams. Yeah, it was not the most enthusiastic streams that we have done, but it was just good to come back after a really long time. And I guess see you all really soon in another 2 months or so. Thank you so much, chat, and I'll see the rest of you on Discord. Where, you know where to find me. And yeah, thank you so much. Love you all.